The money corner, your hidden gold mine. Picture this: you're standing in your living room, staring at a dusty corner piled with old magazines, a broken lamp, and a tangle of cables. It's an eyesore, sure, but what if I told you that right there buried under the mess is a gold mine waiting to be tapped? Not a literal stash of coins, though we'll get to some wild stories where that happened, but something even more powerful: your wealth corner. In Feng Shui, this isn't a fairy tale, it's a precise, sacred spot, the southeast sector of your home according to the ancient Bagua map, where prosperity pools like water in a desert oasis. Ignore it, and you're sitting on a fortune without a shovel. Activate it, and you're not just digging, you're striking it rich. For 40 years, I've walked into homes across the planet, from crumbling shacks in rural Vietnam to penthouses overlooking Central Park, and seen this truth unfold like a treasure map. The money corner, when treated with respect, turns struggling families into success stories, failing businesses into empires, and skeptics into millionaires. I've watched a broke stockbroker land a $50,000 bonus with a $20 plant, a restaurant owner triple his reservations with a bubbling fountain, and a retired couple claw out of debt with a single flower. This isn't luck, folks, it's energy, harnessed and unleashed with intention. Today, I'm spilling every secret I've gathered in 4 decades, breaking down 3 rock-solid fixes at Green and Purple, Water Works Wonders, and no clutter allowed, backed by real-life tales that'll make you grab a paintbrush, a fish tank, and a trash bag before the sun sets. Ready to cash in? Let's dive into the gold mine. Underscore 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 underscore. Why the money corner matters: the heartbeat of wealth. Before we roll up our sleeves, let's get one thing straight: Feng Shui isn't hocus pocus, it's energy engineering. The Bagua map, an ancient tool from China, splits your home into 8 zones, each tied to a piece of your life, love, health, career, and, right in the southeast, wealth. This isn't random, it's rooted in the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, water, and the southeast belongs to wood, the element of growth, expansion, and abundance. Think of it like a tree reaching for sunlight: feed it, and it thrives. Starve it, and it withers. Your money corner is that tree, and its roots are begging for attention. I learned this the hard way back in 1983, when I was a rookie consultant trailing a grizzled Feng Shui master in Hong Kong. We'd visit tiny apartments where families scraped by, and he'd zero in on the southeast corner every time. "Look here," he'd growl, pointing to a pile of junk or a bare wall. "No wonder they're broke, money can't breathe." Over 40 years, I've seen it play out in every culture, every income bracket. A neglected wealth corner isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a chokehold on your finances. But when you clear it, feed it life, and let it shine, it's like flipping a switch from barely surviving to thriving beyond belief. This isn't theory, it's results. I've got a vault of stories from my career: hundreds of homes, thousands of lives, where the money corner turned the tide. We're talking single moms landing dream jobs, entrepreneurs hitting jackpots, even a fisherman in Maine who doubled his catch after one tweak. The Southeast isn't just a corner, it's your personal ATM, and I'm about to show you how to make it spit out cash. Let's break it down with 3 fixes that have stood the test of time. Fix number 1: add green and purple, paint your prosperity. Colors aren't just pretty in Feng Shui, they're power tools. For the wealth corner, green and purple are your heavy hitters. Green ties to the wood element, channeling growth, vitality, and new beginnings, like a forest bursting with life. Purple, the hue of emperors and riches, cranks up the luxury vibe, pulling in big wins and bold opportunities. Toss in a lush plant: a money tree or jade plant is pure gold, or a purple accent, a pillow, a vase, a rug, and you're not decorating, you're programming your space to scream, "Abundance lives here." The stockbroker who laughed, then cashed in. Let's start with Mike, a New York stockbroker I met in 2011. He was 42, a wiry guy with a permanent stress crease on his forehead, living in a shoebox apartment in Manhattan. Wall Street had chewed him up: long hours, slim profits, and a bank account that mocked his pinstripe suits. I walked in, compass in hand, and found his southeast corner, a cramped nook by the window, buried under takeout boxes, old newspapers, and a half-dead fern he'd forgotten to water. Feng Shui? That's for yoga moms, he snorted when I pitched activating it. But Mike was desperate, clients were drying up, and he was one bad trade from broke. Humor me, I said. Get a $20 jade plant, stick it here, and clear the mess. Jade plants, with their plump, coin-shaped leaves, are wealth magnets in Feng Shui. Every master I've studied swore by them. Mike rolled his eyes but hit the bodega down the street, grabbed a jade plant, and tossed the junk. For kicks, he dug a purple candle out of a drawer some ex-girlfriend's left over and lit it next to the plant. If this works, I'll eat my tie, he joked. 2 weeks later, my phone rang. You're a wizard, Mike said, voice trembling. I just closed a deal, $50,000 bonus. What the hell did you do? I laughed. I didn't do it, your money corner did. That jade plant and purple flicker woke up his wealth zone, and the universe delivered a fat paycheck. Last I heard, Mike's got a corner office and a tie he'll never eat. Skeptic turned believer, all for $20 and a splash of color. The Seattle teacher's side hustle boom. Then there's Jenna, a teacher I met in 1996 in Seattle. She was 29, juggling a classroom gig and a side hustle tutoring kids, barely making rent. Her southeast corner was a blank wall by the couch, dull as dishwater. Let's wake it up, I said. She couldn't afford much, so we hit a thrift store, $5 for a green rug, $3 for a purple throw pillow. We laid the rug down, fluffed the pillow on a chair nearby, and I told her, picture money growing here every day. She smirked but played along. A month later, her tutoring bookings doubled. Parents started calling out of the blue, and she was pulling an extra $1,000 a month. It's like the corner's paying me, she said. That green and purple combo didn't just brighten her space, it lit up her wallet. Jenna's now a principal, and she still keeps a purple pillow in her office. The Miami chef's green gamble. In 2009, I worked with Carlos, a chef in Miami. His restaurant's southeast corner was a storage spot for extra chairs, functional but dead. I suggested a money tree, those twisty, leafy beauties you see in Asian markets. He plopped one down, added a purple tablecloth to a nearby display, and crossed his fingers. Within weeks, his catering gigs doubled. Weddings, corporate events, you name it. That tree's my sous chef, he'd joke. Green and purple turned a corner into a cash cow. The deeper lesson. Green and purple aren't random picks, they're signals to the universe. Green says, grow here. Purple says, thrive here. I've seen it work in every setting: apartments, offices, even a barn in Iowa where a farmer added a green bucket and a purple scarf, then sold his harvest for double. It's not about spending big, it's about choosing right. A $5 plant can out-earn a $500 gadget if it's in the southeast. Your action plan. Find your southeast corner, grab a compass or app, stand in your home center, and point southeast. Add green, a money tree, a jade plant, a green painting, even a lime green coaster. Then splash in purple, a pillow, a candle, a $2 thrift store vase. Don't overthink it, start small, but start today. Picture wealth sprouting as you set it up. Watch the growth kick in. Fix number 2, water works wonders, flowing wealth your way. Water is liquid gold in Feng Shui. When it moves, it mimics the flow of money, washing prosperity into your life like a river hitting the sea. In the southeast corner, a small fountain or fish tank isn't just decor, it's a wealth engine, supercharging the wood element with motion and life. But here's the kicker, keep it clean and flowing. Stagnant water equals stagnant cash, and I've seen dirty tanks sink fortunes faster than a stock market crash. The Chicago restaurant revival. Take Tony, a restaurant owner I met in 2008 in Chicago. His Italian joint was a ghost town: empty tables, a grumpy staff, and a bank account on life support. I walked in, compass spinning, and found his southeast corner, a bare wall next to the bar, lifeless as a tombstone. You need water here, I said. Tony groaned, I can't afford a remodel. But I wasn't talking about a waterfall. We hit a hardware store, grabbed a $30 tabletop fountain, and set it up with a handful of smooth stones. The gentle bubbling filled the space with a hum of life. Within a month, reservations tripled. Tony called me, half laughing, half stunned. People keep coming, families, date nights, even a critic gave us 4 stars. That fountain didn't just move water, it moved energy, pulling customers in like a tide. Last I checked, Tony's place is a Chicago staple, all thanks to a little H2O in the right spot. He still sends me a Christmas card every year with a picture of that fountain. The LA hairdresser's fish tank win. Then there's Maria, a hairdresser I met in 2014 in Los Angeles. Her salon's southeast corner was a dead zone, just a broom leaning against the wall, collecting dust. "Let's try a fish tank," I said. She splurged on a $50 setup, small, round, with 3 goldfish. Gold equals wealth, obviously. She named them Lucky, Goldie, and Cash, kept the tank sparkling, and watched the magic unfold. 2 months later, a celebrity client walked in, some reality TV star, tipped her $500, and started booking weekly. "Those fish are my lucky charm," she'd say, grinning. Her salon's now a hotspot, and she credits the tank for every extra dollar. The Boston bakery blunder and bounce back. Water can backfire, though. In 2001, I consulted for a bakery owner in Boston named Ellen. Her southeast corner had a fountain, great start, but it had gone green with algae, a slimy mess. Sales were tanking, customers complained the place felt off. "Clean it," I said. We scrubbed it, refilled it with fresh water, and added a gold coin at the bottom for luck. Profits rebounded, $2,000 extra that month. Stagnation kills, flow heals. The deeper lesson. Water in the southeast feeds the wood element, amplifying growth like rain on a sapling. But it's gotta move, still water rots, and so does your cash flow. I've seen it everywhere. In 1995, a writer in Austin added a fountain to her southeast corner. Her first book deal came a month later, $20,000. In 2010, a gym owner in Denver put a fish tank there, membership spiked 30%. Motion is money. Your action plan. Get a small fountain or fish tank for your southeast corner. No budget? A bowl of water with floating flowers works, just refresh it daily. Place it low, water rises, keep it running, and clean it weekly. If you go fish, pick goldfish or koi wealth symbols. Hear the trickle, feel the flow, and watch your wallet fill. Underscore 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 underscore. Fix number 3, no clutter allowed, clear the way for cash. Clutter is the silent killer of chi, nowhere more than in your wealth corner. Piles of junk, old magazines, broken gadgets, dusty boxes don't just block space, they block money. Clear it out, and you're not tidying, you're unleashing a torrent of abundance that's been dammed up for years. After 40 years, I've seen this fix turn chaos into cash faster than an ascot can fire a cannon. The Florida couple's debt escape. In 2005, I met Ed and Carol, a retired couple in Florida drowning in $60,000 of debt. Their southeast corner was a storage nook stuffed with yellowed magazines, cracked picture frames, and a busted lamp. "We've got nowhere else to put this," Carol sighed. I didn't care, we hauled it out, donated what we could, and trashed the rest. In its place, we added a vibrant orchid, purple and alive, and a tiny goldfish bowl with 2 fish. By year's end, Ed called me, voice cracking. "We found an old stock certificate in a drawer, sold it for $80,000. We're debt-free." That wasn't luck, it was the money corner waking up. Clutter had buried their wealth, literally and energetically. Clearing it set it free. The Nashville musicians' gig surge. In 1999, I worked with Jake, a musician in Nashville. His southeast corner was a mess, guitar cases, cables, and a stack of vinyl records he swore he'd sell someday. Gigs were drying up, he was playing dive bars for beer money. We sorted it, cases to the closet, cables untangled, records to a shelf elsewhere. In their place, we added a green plant, a $10 pot hose from Walmart. Gigs flooded back, $5,000 in bookings that month. "It's like the corner called the venues," he said. Clutter kills, clarity pays. The Denver Yoga Studio turnaround. In 2013, a yoga studio owner in Denver named Priya was losing students. Her southeast corner? A pile of rolled-up mats and a forgotten water bottle. We cleared it, added a purple candle and a small fountain, and within weeks, classes were packed, 50 new sign-ups. It feels alive now, she said. Clutter was suffocating her business, space revived it. The deeper lesson. Stuff isn't neutral, it's a weight. In the wealth corner, it's a brick wall against prosperity. I've seen it everywhere: offices, homes, even a barn in Texas where a farmer's southeast was a junk pile. We cleared it, added a green bucket, and his cattle sales doubled. Clear the way, and she dances. Your action plan. Check your southeast corner. What's there? Be ruthless, toss, donate, or store it elsewhere. Replace it with life: a plant, a fountain, a purple accent. Keep it open and airy. Cash loves space to breathe. Real life examples: the money corner in action. Here's more proof from my 40-year vault. The Texas farmer, 2012. His southeast was a tool shed corner. We added a fountain and green paint. Crop sales soared 50%. The London artist, 1994. Her wealth corner held paint cans. We swapped them for a jade plant. She sold a piece for £10,000. The Seattle techie, 2017. A cluttered desk in the southeast. Cleared it, added purple lights. His app sold for $1 million. The Maine fisherman, 2000. His southeast was a pile of nets. We cleared it, added a fish tank. Catch doubled. The Atlanta mom, 2019. A toy-strewn corner. We tidied it, added a money tree. Her Etsy shop tripled sales. These aren't flukes, they're physics. Energy flows where space allows. Advanced tweaks, taking it up a notch. After 40 years, I've got tricks beyond the basics. Crystals: hang a faceted crystal in the southeast window. Rainbows scatter wealth vibes. A client in LA did this, her freelance gigs doubled. Seasonal boost: in spring, wood season, add extra green. A farmer in Oregon tried it, harvest hit record highs. Numbers game: place 3 coins tied with red thread in the corner. 3's a prosperity number. A shop owner in NYC saw sales spike 20%. The final word: your gold mine awaits. After 40 years, here's the gospel: your money corner isn't a myth, it's a machine. Feed it green and purple, pour in water, banish the clutter, and you're not tweaking a corner, you're rewriting your wealth story. I've seen it lift families from debt, rocket businesses to riches, and turn skeptics into millionaires. The southeast is your hidden gold mine, and the shovel's in your hands. Grab a plant, a bucket of water, and a trash bag. Start today. Watch the energy shift, the opportunities pile up, and the money roll in. Your wealth corner's waiting. Dig in.